What? Nah, what's up? So, I wanna come on here and talk. Just a breakdown. Just want to do a breakdown on the Chiefs versus Ravens preview. Or not breakdown, but a preview. Just what my thoughts are, like how I think the game's gonna go. First of all, I want to start with just Kansas City's offense, right? So they have Mahomes, and they are elite. They have Mahomes, and they're elite. Their interior offensive line is elite. But outside of that, nothing else in that team is elite. Running back Isaiah Pacheco, he makes running look hard. He makes running really look hard. Like I don't know how you do that, but he makes it. He makes it. He makes it happen. He makes it look hard, and it's hard to watch him like run. But he's not. He's a power back. I don't think he's that good. I think they need to go out and get another running back in the offseason. Their receivers aren't impressive at all. You see last week what happens when your receivers can't step up for you. It's not gonna work out well for you against Baltimore. Mike McDonald, I call him McDonald or McDonald's, bro. He's 24/7. He's out here killing offenses, bro. 24/7, 7 days a week. Like he's killing dudes, bro. So he's on an insane run. That defense is insane. I mean, they shut down a smoking hot Texans offense without even having Marlon Humphrey on the field. They had Geno Stone and Ronald Darby as two ADBs, and then some. It's like, come on, man. It's like really wow. And Texas couldn't exploit it. And Bobby Sloug's I mean, he's one of the hottest names as a head coach, one of the hottest, minds in the game right now. And he embarrassed him and that staff. Embarrassed. The D line wreaked havoc. But so the Chiefs offense is going to have a tough game. I think they're going to get completely shut down. They're not going to be able to run the ball. And what happens when you can't run the ball? It makes you one dimensional. And that's the last thing we're doing against the Ravens. And that's what's going to end up happening. They're not going to be able to run the ball the way they want to because McDonald, that's he probably that front seven with Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, Justin Matabuke, Ode Ode Owe or Ode Owe. I mean, it's kind of hard to say his name, but Ode Owe. I mean, those guys up front, they're just Kyle Van Noy, Jadavion Clowney. I mean, a lot of veteran guys. They got some of the veteran guys that they're whooping, man, whooping up front, dude. So Tennessee's gonna get one dimensional. Something that Buffalo should have done to them last week, but they didn't. Shame on them, but they're gonna do it. They're gonna go ahead and make them one dimensional, and then the receivers can't. They don't have any elite receivers. And when Mahomes actually throws them a good ball, which is he does that most majority of the time. He throws them a pretty good ball. Like most receivers in it, like a lot of receivers in the NFL would kill to play with Mahomes and play with a quarterback even close to Mahomes. And these guys just drop the ball. I seen plays where the receiver would rather stop water balls in the air and argue with the ref than actually go try to run and catch the ball. It's ridiculous. I think they're going to get completely embarrassed. That's how I see it when it comes to Chiefs offense versus Ravens defense. Now we flip it. We go Ravens offense versus Chiefs defense. Chiefs defense has been really good this year. L'Jarius Sneed was on a roll this year. Had to give up 0 touchdowns in the coverage. Then he gave up one to Khalil Shakir last week on the Bills. What a ball from Josh Allen, but he gave up one. But either way, 1-0. I mean, that's insane. He's been on a roll. He's rolling. I mean, he's completely. I've been knowing about Sneed, and I mean, that's been the best kept secret since Travis Ward left for San Fran. It's like, yeah, this guy, they let him leave for a reason. I remember when he popped on the scene as a rookie, I knew that dude was going to be something. Like, yeah, okay, he's arrived. Playing for a reason. Like, he's a shutdown man corner. Go put it on line. Him and McDuffie are a really good duo. They play really well. I don't think there'll be enough to stop Kansas City just because what Lamar can do with his legs. They get just enough in the passing game from, likely. We're hearing that Andrews could be back this week. If Andrews comes back, that's even. I mean, if you can go, run sets, you could be on the field with Likely and Andrews. Both that could be are just you could you could leave flex out and put out receivers, put out receiver, line them up as a receiver. I mean, that just adds another dynamic to their offense. But even if Andrews can't play, you still got Likely. You still got Flowers. They've got enough from there, Rashad Bateman. They've got enough. They got a good running game. That's one thing about Baltimore. They always have a good run game. As long as Lamar is back there, they're running back because they just do so much, and they pride themselves on the offensive line takes pride in being able to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Lamar, or if they give it to the running back, they're gonna pride themselves. You know what I'm saying? So Baltimore's gonna play a rugged game. I just think Kansas City's ready for that. And I think when I always say, okay, well, when two elite teams are playing, or two really good, no, two elite teams, not really, two elite teams are playing. What's the deciding factor? Majority of the time, if not all the time, is trenches. Trenches at the end of the day. I think Baltimore will dominate Kansas City in both sides of the ball in the trenches at the end of the day. Their big uglies will dominate Kansas City's big uglies. So I think it's gonna be a complete domination by the Ravens. And I don't see I really don't see Mahomes doing too much, man. He just don't got the help right now. He don't got the help. And look, he can't win every year. I mean, he can't win every year. I mean, especially not with the roster they got. I mean, this is not good enough. They have to really work on adding talent, and you got to start taking this draft seriously. They've been playing around, and I know he paying Mahomes all that money, but he can't do it by himself, man. It's a team sport. So I think Ravens are going to dominate them, and you'll be seeing Baltimore in the Super Bowl. Uh, and you'll be seeing Lamar playing for the first Super Bowl for a chance to get his first ring in his career and, kind of cement himself and show the league, hey, I'm here. I'm not just here to be an MVP. I'm here to be a Super Bowl, level quarterback, championship level quarterback. The same quarterback that, you know, teams were even scared to go, even throw an offer at him in free agency or trade for him. You know what I'm saying? And he's proving them wrong. I mean, showing they made a mistake, just like when they let him get drafted 32nd overall to Ravens. That was a mistake. I mean, NFL just doesn't learn, man. They just don't. But no, I think the Ravens will blow out the Chiefs, and it's gonna be a good beatdown that they're gonna give them. And it's gonna start with the Ravens defense. The Ravens defense is nasty, and it sets a tone for them every game. Mike McDonald's a defensive mastermind, and he's gonna put on a master class against Kansas City. By the way, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the Ravens didn't give up a touchdown last game. Think about that. That's how good that defense is. So I'm gonna end on that. Boom. I got Ravens in a blowout versus the Chiefs, and I think it'll be a pretty good whooping that they're gonna put Mahomes. It's gonna be a beatdown. Just pull the belt out and just whoop them. Like simple as that. So I don't think I don't think it's gonna beat all that of a game. But we'll see. We'll see what Mahomes and them got. But I don't. They don't got the roster. They don't got the team. They don't really don't got. They, ain't got it. They don't got it, man. Them tackles off and on. Juwan Taylor, Jones. I mean, they can be elite, but we've seen Jones have the false start issues and all that stuff. We've seen him have some bad games. Same thing with Jones. Uh, Pretty his name, but the left tackle number 79. If I'm getting his name wrong, I'm sorry, but I pretty sure that's his name. But the left tackle number 79 for Chiefs, he's had his games. Donovan Smith, my bad, that's Jones. Donovan Smith. He's a decent player. He ain't nothing special. He decent. He can have his games. Have bad games. And we seen last week. I mean, another thing I was underrated about last week was just how much M&T Bank Stadium really like the fans showed up. The Ravens fans showed up, man. I mean, they got loud, and you get a veteran player like George Fant. I mean, false start and this, and then Shaq Mason, another veteran player that actually played with Donovan Smith back at Tampa Bay when they won the Super Bowl. Well, not when the Super Bowl, I think it was the year after, but he played in Tampa Bay with Donovan Smith. He knows what it looks like, played for the Patriots back when, Brady and them was there. Like, I mean, he played with Belichick. He knows what winning looks like. He knows what the standard is. Like, he's played in tough games and road games like that. And it's not the first time he's a veteran player. He's a really good guard. And he had a false start. I mean, he's a veteran player. I think Laremy Tunsil, a veteran player, almost 30 years old, veteran player in the league, all star. Like, this is not just like, so that stadium showed me, it shocked me honestly. Like, they can actually get loud and they can actually affect the game, even if these veteran players. Like, they can really affect the game, and they can really get loud and affect the snap count and all that. So I think that also being on Ravens' side is really going to help them. And I think you'll definitely see that play out in the game this week, especially with Juwan Taylor. And we know he's been known for his false snaps and jumping and stuff like that. I think you can really see it get ugly for him in this game. But, that's my thoughts on that's my whole thoughts on the Ravens versus Chiefs game. Just gave my thoughts and kind of how I feel about it. If you disagree, you got something else you want to add on, go ahead and say it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow.